Hi friends, this is Vivek from Gadget Guide for You, and in today's video I am sharing a detailed review of Asus Zenfone 2 Deluxe. Asus launched the Zenfone 2 Deluxe in India at a price tag of Rs 22,999 for the 64GB variant, while the 128GB variant cost Rs 29,999. Apart from the smartphone, you will get few accessories bundled in the box like charger with USB cable, user guide, and the warranty card. Apart from this, you won't get anything extra, and when we look at the device, it's a pretty good device with a crystalline or polygonal finish at the back. Apart from this, it looks a similar device when compared to the Asus Zenfone 2, which was launched earlier. On the specifications front, it features 5.5-inch Full HD display which is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3. It has a pretty good display and I haven't found any problem while using the display. And you will be surprised with the legitimacy of the display, and it has a pretty good skin to body ratio with a decent pixel per inch intensity. It has minimum bezels, and about the design, it is looks a decent device, and at the back you will find a textured or polygonal finish, and this is it's in white color and looks pretty good. The only problem which I faced with the design is the chrome finish. It vanishes after using it over a month of uses. So Asus has to work on it and put something like that. It won't be washed out after using it, and at the it has round edges, and it can easily fit in your hand, and you can easily feel the difference when you hold the Zenfone 2 Deluxe or any other smartphone. Above the display there is a speaker grill, 5 megapixel front facing camera, and there is a Asus branding above the display. Below the display there are navigation buttons and they are not LED. And there is a metal chin which offers a premium feel. It's a 5.5-inch device diagonally. On the right hand side there is nothing. Although there is a push button by which you can remove the back panel of the device. At the back there is a 13 megapixel camera with real tone flash, volume rocker button, Asus branding with chrome finish, and a big speaker. At the bottom there is a micro USB slot for charging the device, and there is a mic. At the top there is a 3.5mm audio jack, a power key, and a mic. And on the left hand side there are no physical buttons. When it comes to physical buttons, there are only two physical buttons. One is for power and one is for volume rocker. The design is the same as of Zenfone 2, but from the back it's a different story. Removing the back panel gives you access to the dual SIM card slot and micro SD card slot. Removing a back panel is a bit tricky. You have to think about it before removing it. The buttons are part of the display. At the back you will see there is a dual SIM card slots, and there is a micro SD card slot by which you can increase the memory further up to 128GB. 64GB. That's a pretty good amount when it comes to storage. With 64, it's a 64GB variant. Another variant comes in 128GB. 64 and 64, 128GB nearly, and you will get enough storage nearly at the price tag of Rs 23,000. The battery, it packs 3000 mAh battery, and it offers nearly 9 hours of talk time and while browsing, using social networks, emails, and playing HD, playing heavy graphics game. And above all, there is no problem while playing HD videos on the smartphone. The back panel is made up of polycarbonate metal. It's a plastic. It is made up of plastic, and you won't find or see the difference that it is made up of cheap plastic when you hold the back panel in your hand. And it's a dual SIM 4G LTE device. The 4G is supported on SIM 1, while on the other SIM it's a 2G or 3G network supported. The power key button is a part of the back panel. Tapping on notification toggle panels gives you access to few settings, and you can get access to all the settings in the smartphone. It carries the model number Asus _Z0080. It runs on Android version 5.0 with Asus Zenfone on top of it. And the only problem which I found with the phone is that it comes with bundle with number of apps which are of no use number of times, and it always consumes number of data, amount of data when used, and that's totally unnecessary when you purchase a device like this. When it comes to performance, by it packs 4 GB of RAM and powered by Intel Atom processor, which clocks at 2.3 GHz, and it is paired with power via GPU G6430. And as you can see, there are no problem while running multiple apps, and the device works smoothly. The CPU Z reveals the information about the device, and you can easily find that the details are fine, and it weighs only 170 gram, which I think is a bit heavy when compared to other device. It is a decent dimensions, 152.5 by 77.2 by 10.9 mm, and as I said, it is powered by 2.3 GHz quad-core Intel Atom Z3580 processor, and the battery level is good. It is not charging, and there are other details. The base mark OS results are overall score is 284, while the system score is 913, memory is 727, graphics is 1444. It is decent, and you can compare these results with other one. And the GFX bench GL score will take a little bit time, and the quadrant score is 12188, which is quite good, and when compared with other smartphones, as you can see that the Antutu score is pretty much heavy when you look at the score. On the Antutu score is of nearly 48,000 when you optimize when you use the device. Again, for this I am testing in the performance mode. It will take a little bit time. All I can say that it's a pretty good device, and you will not find any problem while using the device. Clearly it's a worth of money, but when you are getting from Asus Zenfone 2, then it's not a worth of the price, as apart from the back apart from the design at the back, you will find no difference in the smartphone when compared it. And there is also a difference in the storage front, which is you will consider a big point if you are savvy of storing HD videos and movies in your smartphone. Then this is the smartphone you are looking for. Above all, it packs 13 megapixel rear camera with real tone flash, and the Asus supplies this smartphone with a SSA known as Asus Zenfone. In market it costs rupees 1599, and it's a USB device which draws power from the smartphone, and it can easily stick to a smartphone from the back. As you can see that by moving the step, there is a USB slot by which you can remove it and easily connect it with the Zenfone. It uses a separate camera app, and it's pretty much dark when compared to the LED flash of Asus Zenfone, the real-time flash, and it uses the camera app of the the Zen Flash camera app, and clicks awesome images when used, and there is no need to charge this device as it uses the power from the micro USB sort of the phone. It's a simple accessory which works pretty good, and in the dark it offers some and stunning images which you are surprised of when you see them after clicking the images. Apart from this, it's a decent device, and the front facing camera is a 5 megapixel, and it offers stunning images when compared with the camera performance of Asus Zenfone 2 Deluxe or Asus Zenfone 2. There is no change in the camera performance. Apart from this, both the phone are 4GB phone, and 4G has 4G LTE connectivity, and other connectivity features are there. This is taking a bit time. As you can see that the camera images of the phone, the images comes decent in the nearly not in a low light room, and the daylight images comes decent, and these are some of the images I have taken, and you will not find any problem with the images, and the camera performance is decent, and you can easily go for it if you want to buy this smartphone for the camera. The selfie images also come quite good, and the details are decent. You will not find any problem with the images. These are some of the videos I recorded with, and it comes quite good. These are the low light images with a flash and without flash. These are comes detailed. The selfie images come good, and you will not find any problem with the details, and the color production is pretty good. While playing high-end graphics games like Asphalt 8, there are no issues with the smartphone, and all the applications work fluently, easy, and you can play high-end graphics game pretty easily, and above all you can play other games too, and there are no lag issues or any fan drop while playing high-end games like this, and it's just a matter of fact that you certainly fall in love with the device, as it offers a pretty good performance, pretty good gaming experience, and decent camera quality, and above all the storage it offers is amazing. And when it comes to battery, you will find no find didn't find any issues with this, and you can easily use the smartphone once charged in the morning. And as you can see that there are no, and the graphics are pretty good. The hopefully the as you can see that the antidote test are here, results are there, and you can easily check the performance of the device if you want to. Otherwise it has a pretty good score. And that's all. In the final verdict, all I can say that it's a upgraded version of Asus Zenfone 2. Otherwise, it's a decent phone which you can look for. And the Asus Zenfone SSA is Zen Flash SSA decent, and you can easily see the difference in the image flash. It's too much dark, and it's really a nice accessory if you get it, if you are like to take images in dark. The only disadvantage with the accessory is that it only works with Asus smartphones. And that's all for today. If you have any questions regarding the Asus Zenfone 2 Deluxe, do share via comment. This is your host Vivek signing off. Thanks for watching this video. Do not forget to share this video with your friends.